What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Madden 15, PS4. Do me a favor, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section. I don't like to put up 2 videos in a day, but sometimes I just run across something and I have to share it. So I know I put up a video earlier today. I'll put a link down in the description. Recommend you guys check that out as well. Happy Easter to everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the day with your family and friends. To me, when we talk about lead blocking in this game, it really is atrocious. And I know some people don't like it when I'm so aggressively negative. But there was a time in Madden where you could go out and do lead block control, and you could arrange this and fix it yourself. That's now gone. So we're stuck with some of the most primitive blocking AI that I've ever seen. And before I show this to you, I want to bring up the Coach Me app and discuss my thoughts on lead blocking, and then we're going to go back and take a look at what Madden does. All right, so I've got a very similar play drawn up to what we're going to experience here, and we're just going to go through and just take a look at what should happen, in my opinion, on this play. So as this plays, you know, we've got a situation here where we're going to take our fullback, and we've noticed that right here, the cornerback has beat the wide receiver, okay? So if you're taking as the fullback, and you know that you can't come over here and block him, that you have to go up to this next level and try to take on a linebacker, or go up further past that and go on to the safety. You have to allow, when this plays, this halfback to go up and understand that, okay, this corner has already beat the wide receiver, so you have to put a move on him yourself. And once you do that and get open, you know, I'm going to be up here to take out the safety, or I've already taken out this linebacker, so that in turn, you can use the open field that you're going to get. It's kind of like going back and relying on your teammates to do their job so that the whole team can succeed more. In 2015, I should not be able to read bad programming so clearly. I mean, this is something my cat could understand, okay? So as he comes off, you can see that this game almost has a radius where he can interact and try to block players, but that radius doesn't seem to take into effect where he is on the field, where the player is he's blocking for, or where other players are. And that's where we start to have issues with simplistic programming that you can almost read just through the body language of the player. Take a look here as Jenkins goes back to tackle Murray. You can see that with this body motion, he's coming back as if he can block. And then it's almost as if the game registers right here that he's not able to block him because that player is already in a tackle animation. So it cuts him off this block and then just basically throws him up the field. Now, as he starts to go upfield, you can see that Laurinaitis is going to come into his blocking range. Now, again, it doesn't seem to matter that Laurinaitis is at a different angle or that he's actually cutting across the other way. The game is going to stop him momentarily so that he can try to block Laurinaitis. And you can see the head tracking there starts to kick in, and then he stops. He stops, he sits down, and then now it's as if Laurinaitis is out of his range. So he has to look for someone else to block. That is going to be Robert Quinn. The problem is Quinn, a defensive lineman, is much larger than the fullback, and the positioning that they're in is not conducive of Quinn being actually blocked. You can see all 44's weight and momentum is up over his pads. Now, as Quinn goes toward him, the blocking animation just registers. It just plays out. I mean, you can see the position actually has to get corrected. As they collide, you can see everything has to shift back over. Watch his weight and everything shift back behind him so that he can complete this block. Because there's no way, without that shift, you could have a realistic block here. And I know it's not much of a block, and I know it doesn't actually turn much into the play going upfield, but it's still very bad logic, very poor to see. I'd love to know your opinions on this, and I appreciate you checking it. I'll be back in the week with more content.